flash, bright like a roaring fight. Crypto and dreams under stadium lights. Sweat and fire, hearts ignite. Even sports buffet, with the Ginch replay.
Idly Hogan neighbors. Mike. What day it is, Mike? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Not Wednesday. It's Wednesday. We're over the hump. The home stretch here. It's February 11th. It's Wednesday. This is Early Eating Sports Buffet with Ginch. I'm Sir Ginch. I'm the host here on the Cole County Entertainment Network. Thanks for the Ginch Quartet there. Welcome. I got my laptop back, which is a good thing, but now some of my shit's missing. So hopefully Norm can help me out on that one. Let's jump into it, shall we? Let's go over some of the news and notes from around the world of sports today. Again, with college football over, the NFL over, some of these shows I'm going to do are going to be short because of that. So, Sam Darnold thanked the Seahawks for believing in him as Seattle celebrates their Super Bowl win. Reported by Brady Henderson Espin. He said, quote unquote, I've talked a lot this last week about belief. A lot of people didn't believe in me, but it didn't matter because the ones that are close believed in me, including you all, the fans. I appreciate you all so much. That short list also includes team owner Jody Allen, general manager John Schneider. That not Bo from the Dukes of Hazzard, by the way, not that John Schneider, and Coach Mike McDonald. I appreciate the belief you all had in me for signing me this past year. Last but certainly not least, these players, man, for believing in me. I wouldn't be here without these guys. That's the truth. It's a team effort when it comes to team sports. And look, Seattle had a hell of a defense. That was unexpected. They came out of nowhere. Nobody, well, I'm not going to say nobody. For probably 90% of the people out there, prognosticators, fans, did not have the Seahawks playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl, by the way. That would be a big no. Reported by the Associated Press, ex-Jets linebacker Darren Lee has been jailed without bond on a murder charge. He's facing first-degree murder charge in the death of his girlfriend in Tennessee. He was arrested last week. He is due back in court for a preliminary hearing March 9th. Authorities identified the victim in the case as Gabriella Perpetuo. The couple had been living in a home they rented where the incident occurred for about 10 days. Hamilton County Sheriff's Office Detective Brian Lockhart testifies Wednesday. I'm just going to read this verbatim. Lockhart said he was present during the autopsy and learned the potential manner of death is blunt force trauma homicide, though an autopsy report has not been released yet. According to an arrest affidavit, first responders on February 5th went to a home in the Chattanooga suburb of Ulatewa for a call of CPR in progress when they found the woman already deceased. Lee told deputies that the woman might have fallen in the shower, but according to the affidavit, there were extensive amounts of blood in different areas of the residence that were inconsistent with the statement. You hate to see stuff like this. Prayers and thoughts out to the family and friends of the victim. Joey Porter said that Ben Roethlisberger wasn't a good teammate, and he's not a good person. I saw the video clip. It's out there if you want to take a look at it. He said, quote unquote, Harrison broke the brotherhood. That was James Harrison. He criticized James Harrison, too. He said of Harrison, Harrison broke the brotherhood by discussing team business and criticizing former head coach Mike Tomlin on their own podcast. Harrison broke the brotherhood. Then number 7 broke the brotherhood. Out of anybody that should talk, he should never grab a microphone and really talk Steelers business. Because if we talk Steelers business, his ass is foul of all foul. That shit that he did is foul of all foul. He's not a good teammate. Won the Super Bowl with him, but the person, he's just not a good teammate. He knows that. Anybody in the Steelers building knows that. But we protected him because I won one Super Bowl, and that was my quarterback. So, would I love my quarterback? Yeah, but is he a good person? No. He appeared on Cameron Hayward's podcast, not just football. What else did he, quote unquote? In one instance, Roethlisberger refused to sign memorabilia for teammates' as families, something that was common practice in the locker room. Porter said, quote unquote, he was telling people, no, I'm not going to sign that. So once he did that, who they come and tell? The captain. When he first did it to Chris Hoke, I was like, damn, that's messed up, man. I grabbed it from Hoke, took it over there and told him to sign it. But then when he did that to Aaron Smith, now I got to have a meeting with Roethlisberger like, you're a rookie, you're a young guy. You can't tell my vets you're too cool to sign for my vets. Who the hell is too cool to sign for your teammate? I'm not a fan. Porter also said that Roethlisberger was appointed captain rather than earning it through a locker room vote. We voted to be captains, Porter said. You had to be voted in. He came in the area when they just gave you the C, because if he wasn't a captain, he'd probably have a hissy fit. But nobody's going to vote for him as captain because you don't have no captain quality. He didn't mince words. And I believe it. I totally believe it. ESPN News Services report NBA suspends Stuart Dorr and Bridges Diabate for Monday's brawl. If anybody who saw it, look, I've seen worse. Detroit center Isaiah Stewart was suspended 7 games by the NBA on Wednesday, while 3 other players were also penalized for their roles in the fight during a game between the Pistons and the Hornets. Blah, blah, blah. Hornets forwards Miles Bridges and Musa Diabate were each suspended 4 games for fighting and escalating the altercation, while Pistons center Jalen Duren got 2 games for initiating the altercation and fighting, the league announced. Stewart was the most heavily penalized with the league saying it was based in part on his repeated history of unsportsmanlike acts. The league said he left the bench area, aggressively entered the on-court altercation, and fought during Monday night's game. Boys will be boys. Other NBA news, Jeremy Sochan was waived by the Spurs. He's become a free agent. World of Olympics, reported by the Associated Press. France's Boudry and Cizeron win Olympic ice dance gold medal in an upset of the Americans. American stars Madison Chock and Evan Bates. What did they take? They take the silver. I'm looking to see it. It doesn't say. Oh, yes, they took the silver. The Canadian team of Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier earned the bronze medal. So upset there. Reported by ESPN News Services, LA 28 board backs Casey Wasserman after Epstein files scrutiny. You're going to see all this shit with the Epstein files. There's probably tons and tons of people in there. We just have to keep an eye on it. I found this funny. Reported by the Associated Press, FanDuel is to eliminate credit card deposits starting in March. FanDuel issued a statement saying this decision has been in the works over the last few months. FanDuel has been evaluating the payment methods that we offer to customers and made the decision to remove credit cards as an option for our sportsbook, casino, and racing product in the U.S. This change was made to improve the deposit experience for our customers. What? Whatever. Whatever. I found this laughable just because it's just food for fodder. ESPN NFL experts pick how the 2026 NFL season will go. Matt Bowen, NFL analyst, says the Bears will beat the Bills in the Super Bowl next year. Jeremy Fowler, national NFL reporter for ESPN, says the Rams will beat the Broncos. Dan Graziano, national NFL beat reporter, says the Chiefs will return to the Super Bowl and beat the Packers. Good luck with that, by the way. I'm a Chiefs fan, and they're in a world of hurt. Pamela Maldonado, sports betting analyst for ESPN, says the 49ers will beat the Bills. Eric Moody, ESPN fantasy analyst, says next year the Broncos will beat the Seahawks. Jason Reed, Anscape senior NFL writer for ESPN, says next year the Chiefs over the Rams in the Super Bowl. Aaron Schatz, NFL analyst for ESPN, says that it will be an all LA affair and that the Rams will beat the Chargers in SoFi Stadium. Ben Solak, NFL analyst, says next year that the Texans will beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. Mike Tannenbaum, NFL analyst, he's picking the Commanders over the Bills. Seth Walder, NFL analyst, says that the Chargers will beat the Packers in the Super Bowl next year. And Field Yates says that the Rams will beat the Broncos. Ha ha and ha. Really no other major NFL news of importance except Giants are hiring Brian Callahan to join John Harbaugh's staff with the G-Men. I think that's a good hire for them. Go to the NBA, shall we? Scores from yesterday. The Spurs hammered the Lakers 136 to 108. Leading scorer for the Spurs, who do you think? Wembanyama, 40 points, 12 rebounds. The Lakers, your leading scorer, Luke Kennard with 14 points, teammate with 14 points off the bench. Pacers over the Knicks in overtime, a rare win, 137-134. Pacers, the leading scorer was Pascal Siakam with 30 points. For the Knicks, the leading scorer, Jalen Brunson with 40. Karl Anthony Towns, 22 points, 14 boards. Josh Hart, 15 boards, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, and the Knicks lost. Rockets over the Clippers, 102-95. Leading scorer for the Clippers was Kawhi Leonard with 24 points, and the leading scorer for the Rockets was Kevin Durant, 26 points. Mr. Smith Jr. added 10 points. Phoenix beat Dallas 120-111. For Dallas, leading scorer was Mr. Marshall off the bench with 31 points. And for the Suns, leading scorer Dylan Brooks with 23. On the slate tonight, just tipped off a little bit ago, early in the first, Magic over the Bucks, 6-4 early. Hornets right now in the first over the Hawks, 6-2 early in the first. Cavaliers over the Wizards, 4-2. Later on, Bulls at the Celtics, Spurs at the Warriors, Pacers at the Nets, the Knicks at the 76ers, the Pistons at the Raptors, the Clippers at the Rockets, Trailblazers at the Timberwolves, Heat at the Pelicans, Thunder at the Suns, Kings at the Jazz. So a full slate there. Joel Embiid is singing against the Knicks to use the break to rest the knee. There's a shocker. The NBA has fined Hawks forward Muhammad Gaya and Timberwolves big man Naz Reid $35,000 apiece Wednesday for their roles in their jersey grabbing tussle. So we're finding people for grabbing jerseys now. John Tesh is going to perform live at the NBA All-Star Game. So there you have it. Major League Baseball news, everything that I went over the other day, nothing's changed. The Cubs have named Mr. Palencia their closer for opening day. So there you have it. NCAA men's basketball top 25 action from yesterday. In overtime, number 13 Purdue beat number 7 Nebraska 80-77. Miami upset number 11 North Carolina 75-66. Number 15 Virginia outlasted Florida State 61-58. Number 19 Vanderbilt over Auburn 94-76. Number 22 BYU outlasted Baylor 99-94. Final in overtime. Big win for Wisconsin. They beat number 8 ranked Illinois 92-90. Number 3 Houston over Utah 66-52. Number 4 Duke beat Pitt 70-54. Upset TCU over number 5 Iowa State 62-55. Number 121 Arkansas hammered LSU 91-62. And number 12 Gonzaga hammered Washington 83-53. Top 25 action tonight. In action right now. Number 14 Florida has the lead over Georgia 16-7. Number 20 Clemson right now in the first leads Virginia Tech 15-13. Later on, number 6 UConn at Butler. Colorado is at number 16 Texas Tech and number 2 Michigan at Northwestern. On the women's side, top 25 action from yesterday. Only one game. Number 16 Texas Tech beat Kansas 70-65. On the slate tonight, right now in the first, number 1 UConn over Creighton 14-9. Number 19 West Virginia up on UCF 17-6 in the first. Later on, number 25 Washington, number 15 Iowa, and number 2 UCLA is at number 13 Michigan State. Your Olympics update: Norway has 13 total medals, tied with Italy. Italy has 13 after today's competition. The United States has 12. Germany, Austria, Japan have 8, and Switzerland and France have 7. For you NASCAR Jabones, qualifying is taking place right now for the front row. I'm trying to look over. For some reason, it is not letting me take a look-see. Oh, 8:15. I thought it said 6:15. So they're not having qualifying until quarter after 8. They're down there in Daytona. Stupid. Stupid by all measures. Again, the PGA Tour tomorrow is at Torrey Pines for the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Rory McIlroy won last year. So we have that to look forward to. So you can enjoy that. And I think that's going to do it for tonight's show. Again, with the NFL over, college football over, NHL's on their break, NBA's coming up on their All-Star weekend. Major League Baseball just probably getting into full swing now with people having to report. So that's going to start to wind up. Oh, English Premier League today. I completely forgot. Scores from today. Aston Villa beat Brighton 1-0. Man City blanked Fulham 3-0. Nottingham Forest and Wolves 0-0 tie. Bad result for Forest. Burnley beat Crystal Palace 3-2, and Liverpool over Sunderland 1-0. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Brentford will host Arsenal. And then they are off for about a week. And they return next Wednesday. That's the EPL. So that's going to do it for today. Thanks to everybody that tunes in live. If everybody checks it out on the replay, thanks again. As I end each show, practice compassion, practice empathy, have passion for what you do. Hug somebody every once in a while. You might make their day. Tell somebody you love them. You might not get a second opportunity. And for God's sakes, if you see somebody struggling, ask questions, inquire about how you can get them help, how you can help them. You might not just be saving a life, you might be saving a multitude of lives. So, everybody enjoy the evening, enjoy the NBA, enjoy NASCAR qualifying, enjoy whatever you're going to watch. It doesn't have to be sports, just enjoy what you're going to watch. With all that being said, there's only one thing left to do, and that's for Dandy Don Meredith to take me out. Have a good night, everybody.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.